Hi, this is Maginoni, and it's time once again for the good and the bad, the disappointing. Now, I had a huge stack of books, and to be honest with you, I still haven't gotten to not all of them yet. Most of them are the independent ones, but I had a really hard time coming up with the good, the bad, and disappointing. There were so many books that were colossal disappointments. But anyways, let's take a look at what we got here. For the good, we have a new title, Manifest Destiny. Now, I'm really enjoying this series so far. I mean, it's only the second issue, but basically this is the tale of Lewis and Clark going to the west, and instead of encountering just Indians, they're encountering monsters and like supernatural type creatures. And I'm really finding this is really enjoyable so far. The art is really well done. The pacing of the story is good. I mean, we haven't gotten to a lot of unique monsters yet, but this is only the second issue, so I'm okay with that. So far in this one here, what happened was the first issue, they encountered like a minotaurish type creature, like you see here, where it's like a combination of this humanoid centaur with the bull bot, like head, and they managed to kill it, and they travel continuing down the road. I mean the river, and they encounter more, and this time they have they don't even really put up a fight. It's more like, we just got to get the heck out of here type thing. And it ends with a really interesting twist, so to speak, in that uh, in order to get away from the creatures, they end up in a fort, and uh, like it wasn't until after they've closed the gates and had some time did they realize, hey, wait a second, there's nobody here. And then once they discover the people, the plot thickens, so to speak. Um, so far, like I said, this has been actually really good. I would really like to see this one traded soon, but I'll probably buy the trades for that too. But so far I'm enjoying the single issues. The bad is awarded to Justice League Forever Evil. Now, this is when you look at this cover, you're like, oh, this is going to be great. Nightwing, maybe he gets away, he's hunted by the crime syndicate, and there's going to be a lot of action going on. We're going to get more Nightwing. Maybe he doesn't get away, but at least we're going to get more Nightwing, and it's going to be really good. I mean, it's a badass cover. I mean, I'm going to give props where it belongs. This is a fantastic cover. But what happens when we get in? Oh, we get to learn more about the crime syndicate. And it's just on and on and on. And I'm like, I've already heard this story before. I don't want to hear it again, but now we get a longer explanation this time. How about give us the explanation the first time, so that way you don't have to go back and redo it again and again and again and point out, oh, look how clever we are. We didn't show you this couple pages, which really tells you the whole story about what happened. Everything you thought was wrong because we didn't tell you. Please. I'm so sick and tired of this type of stuff. I mean, I want to see Forever Evil. I don't want to see, oh, that's kind of like what was going on in that other world. No, I don't care about that. You know what? I don't want these characters humanized. I want them to be instruments of total evil and destruction. I don't want to know that they have a heart. I don't want to know that they really care about things. I don't want to know what twisted thing drove them to this brink of, wanting to destroy everything. They are instruments of destruction, and I want them to come to the earth to destroy everything, make everything as dark as it possibly can, so this way that when the heroes rise up, they will look heroic at the end, and they're going to go through this fantastic battle that's going to change them and not look the same way at each other again, and they're going to come out traumatized in some cases. That's what I want. I don't want a freaking flashback issue, and that's what I got here. A freaking flashback. Oh, yeah, and we do get a couple pages at the very end about why, what's his name, Owlman wants to deal with Nightwing and his fiendish plot against the crime syndicate, which there I'm even going, why are you doing this? Oh, you're probably in love with superior woman of wonders and Amazonians, and you're super jealous or something. I don't know, but I'm just like freaking so tired of the way they're plotting this book. I don't care about this. You know what? These side stories that could have been handled in like a mini series of its own. Like a get to know the crime syndicate series. Don't bog down the story of what's going on in this world. I mean, there's so much of this world that we don't even know what's happening, and I'm sick and tired of the way they're dealing with this nonsense. Colossally bad. Now for the disappointing. Uncanny XMen number 15. Now, this is a type of issue where you can tell some editor says, you know what? We have to tie this in humanity. We have to make it work. We have to make people read it. Because, most likely, most people don't give two flying Fs because it's about the Inhumans. And the Inhumans are just like mutants. But they're just start off earlier in the alphabet. So we got to do something. And what do? They cross it over with the X-Men. And they cross it over with everything else in between. Now, this could have been good in the sense of they really made this a true crossover. They didn't. What this is girls' night out, women bonding issue. Oh, and by the way, we have to save some pages for Inhumanity. That's what this issue is. And that's why I'm saying this is like a huge disappointment. There's there is some very good at the very end, and the good meaning, you have the guy turning into like the inhuman person, and the way they're dealing with the mutants, like he's like, he's definitely like a mutant hater, but yet I'm like, dude, you need to look yourself in the mirror because nobody's gonna look at you going, oh, you must be an inhuman, so you're okay. No, they're gonna call you a mutant too, and you're gonna be just as ostracized, technically, but you're hating almost on your own. Now, the good part comes at the very end with when you have AIM coming in to take this guy, away. And it's just mostly the dialogue that happens, but I'm telling you, even though the dialogue, which I thought was, decent, can't save this book. This book, if you wanted to call this a girls' night out and that's it, I would have been like, okay, it's not good, it's not bad, but it's not wonderful, but it's a great bonding issue. It's something that needed to be done so this way the characters can work together. But the disappointment comes when they label it up on the top Inhumanity, and then if and you buy it because you think it's something that's really worth it and important, and it's not. And that the only thing that's important is that AIM's involved in capturing these people. And it makes you wonder, too, why aren't the X-Men running around capturing these people, too? But no, they're concentrating on the mutants, so whatever. Anyways, that's my good, the bad, and the disappointing. Really, I'd like to know what your good, bad, disappointing is, because I guarantee you my bad and my disappointing list is huge, monumental, and I've never seen this kind of a... usually I have problems trying to select the good. I had trouble selecting the bad and disappointing. So I'm really curious to see what you guys have come across. Anyways, I'll leave some comments, Facebook, Crunchyroll Anime Reviews, more reviews later, so until next time.